Hello and welcome back to Premier League Predictions, the show which does what it says on the tin. We're here for game week 20 of the 23-24 Premier League season. Picked all 10 games. We've got some good games coming up this game. It's been a good season so far, and as we roll into the new year, Harry, you excited for more Premier League action?
I can't believe we're already halfway through this season. It's crazy. It's going so fast. It's so fun. I'm really enjoying it. As you say, some absolute crackers across this weekend / evenings. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes.
Game week 20 already.
No, it's unbelievable. As you say, we're exactly on the halfway point. However, no time to reflect and reminisce because we've got to keep going with the games. So let's start in chronological order as always. We'll start with a Saturday, the early morning, the 12:30 kickoff. Luton Town versus Chelsea. Luton, they picked up a bit of form of late. They've won their last two games, obviously with that interrupted game against Bournemouth in there, but that could have been a positive result as well. So a really good run of games now from Luton. And they're playing against a Chelsea side who are very inconsistent. Chelsea were very good in the Palace game. They only won 2-1 though, and they did require a penalty to get over the line there. They were terrible in the Wolves game. They've been terrible in games like the Manchester United one, but then they were brilliant as they knocked Newcastle out of the Carabao Cup. So we don't know what Chelsea team's going to turn up to Kenilworth Road here. So there's a chance that the Hatters get a point.
We know Luton are very strong at home, and defensively they're absolutely solid. I think they got fortunate against Sheffield United that Sheffield United are crap because they've turned to their own net and went, yeah, that's job done.
But equally, Luton were the better team for that whole game. They just sort of lost concentration in the second half.
That was at Bramall Lane. We know Luton at home are a force. Chelsea can't hit a barn door with a banjo, so I'm going to go...
all the other way around.
I'm going to go Luton Town 0, Chelsea 0.
Wow, what a boring way to start this New Year's predictions. I'm going to go with a couple more goals. I'm going to go Luton Town 1, Chelsea 2. I think, like they have in a lot of games this season, Luton will start fastest. I think back to the Arsenal game, they scored first. The Liverpool game, they scored first. The Manchester City game, they scored first. Yeah, they did, when 1-0 up. In all those games, they score in the first half, they're leading at half-time, and people are going, they're going to do this, they're going to pull this off. But eventually it falls apart because they are Luton Town. They're very, very good, and they deserve all their plaudits because they're fighting with a very limited budget compared to everybody else. But at the end of the day, they do have that limiting factor that they are Luton Town, and it is difficult for them to compete. I think they'll lead going into half-time. I think it'll be 1-0, and it'll be another Elijah Adebayo goal because he's an absolute goal-scoring flames right now. And then I will say 2 goals for Chelsea, 1 from Cole Palmer. I think that one will be from the spot. Just a clumsy challenge, maybe on the edge of the area, something like that. Similar to the Madueke one against Crystal Palace. And then I will go Moise Caicedo. He's not really done enough in Chelsea Blue. And while he's not renowned for goals, I think similar to the strike he had against Tottenham that was disallowed, he'll provide an effort of that kind of quality to give Chelsea a much-needed 3 points. Up next then, and on to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, we've got an all-claret affair. It's Aston Villa versus Burnley. All-claret, but at opposing ends of the table. Aston Villa fighting at the top of the league, 3rd in the Premier League right now, I believe. They haven't dropped yet. And then second from bottom is Burnley. So very contrasting fortunes. However, Aston Villa, difficult result against Manchester United last time out. They should have done better in that game. Burnley, I believe they won their last game.
No, they lost to Liverpool.
Oh, they lost to Liverpool. Game before that they won, though, I believe. Game before Christmas? Yeah, there we go. They won a game of football. So that's a positive sign for Burnley. Obviously, the Liverpool result doesn't matter as much. It is Liverpool. That's a game they're expected to lose. But I don't really see them getting anything from Villa. What do you think?
Yeah, 2 difficult games on the bounce for Villa. A draw to Sheffield United and a loss to Manchester United. Back at home today.
2 terrible teams they've lost to there.
I think they want to bounce back with some style. I'll go Villa 4, Burnley 0. I'll go 2 goals on either side the half. Watkins and McGinn in the first, and then Diaby and Douglas Lewis from the penalty spot in the second.
Fair enough. I will say Aston Villa 2, Burnley 0. Don't think it'll be as comprehensive. Still think it's going to be a Villa win. I'll say Watkins because he's not really been in amongst the goals recently. Needs to get back to that rich vein of form he had at the start of the season. And then I'll say Leon Bailey because I think he'll start over Moussa Diaby here, so I think he'll get on the score sheet. Up next, it's Crystal Palace versus Brentford. 2 sides who are sort of in and around London. They're not rivals. They don't really care about each other. But it should still be a feisty affair because both sides are desperate for points. Roy Hodgson's Eagles, I call them Seagulls, Eagles are a bit all over the place at the moment. They had a difficult result against Chelsea. And again, they definitely could have got something from. Brentford were battered by Wolves. And it's seeing them plummet down the league table with Luton in good form, with Bournemouth flying past them, with Wolves flying past them. Brentford are in free fall. They need to stop that here. Do you think they will away at Selhurst Park, or will Roy Hodgson's mighty Crystal Palace have it in them to beat Brentford?
I think it's two sides that both need 3 points, but they'll have to settle for a point each. I'll go Crystal Palace 1, Brentford 1. I think Palace will take the lead through Jean-Philippe Mateta. And then the dying ends of the game, so the Palace home fans think they're getting something out of the game. The ball will be whipped in by Godos and turned in by Joel Ward.
Oh, right.
Own goal in the last few minutes, and Palace drop points again.
Yeah, I mean, you've absolutely stolen my prediction there, so I'm going to go for a goalless draw.
Joel Ward own goal.
Yes, that's exactly what I would have said. And I'll go a goalless draw. I don't really think these sides have particular quality in attacking area. I think Palace have some good players, Brentford have some good players, but neither of them really have been able to get them firing this season or working together this season. And I mean, they both really lack a talisman. Palace have got Edouard out injured, Tony suspended for Brentford still. So yeah, they just don't really have consistent goals in them. So I think it'll be a 0-0 draw. Up next, well, this certainly won't be devoid of goals because it's Manchester City versus Sheffield United. We think back to the reverse fixture between these two sides. Sheffield United put up a good fight. In fact, they were winning at one stage, and then 2 minutes later, they weren't anymore. So what does that tell us? Who knows? But they definitely could get something from this game. City have been a bit shaky. Who knows? They were losing for half against Everton, and they broke up again.
I think for me, from the Everton game, the first half, I thought all City is still shaky here. Second half went, they look like a side who's just won the Club World Cup. They look brilliant, and I worry for Sheffield United. I'm gonna go Manchester City 5, Sheffield United now.
Respectable.
It was hecking bottom. I go 9, but it's Wilder. He'll probably keep a few out himself. I think Sheffield United put up a good fight for the first half, but second half will be a shit show for them. And I will go goals from Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Rodri. Is Rodri's fit? Yeah, Rodri.
Yeah.
And Akanji.
Fair enough. I think Sheffield United goal is going to take a battering here, no matter what. I'm going to go Manchester City 8, Sheffield United 0. I know City don't have Haaland at the minute, but I think Alvarez has got it in him to provide some goals. He really impressed me with his Club World Cup performance against Fluminense. He looked pretty good against Everton, so that was a penalty. So
still a good penalty, wasn't it?
A great penalty, and they're probably going to get some penalties here against Sheffield United. So I will say goal scorers will be a brace from Alvarez, a goal from Foden. I will go for 3 goals from Bernardo Silva. Not someone who usually gets a hat-trick, but I think he'll pick up a hat-trick here. So what am I on now? 6?
Yeah. So
I need 2 more goals, and I'll say Nathan Ake. And while I'm tempted to go for Edison, I will I'm going Edison. Oh. It's going to be a goal kick. He kicks it long. Sheffield United send their goalkeeper up at 7-0.
It's bounce over West Fotheringham's head.
Yeah.
All right.
Edison goal. And everyone will go crazy for it. Up next, the final 3 o'clock kickoff on this Saturday. A bumper 3 o'clock section, it must be said. It's Wolves versus Everton. 2 sides who've actually been in some really good form of late. Wolves have been firing through their talisman Hwang Hee-chan, who's enjoying a great rich vein of goal-scoring form. He got a brace against Brentford to take his tally to 11, 10 for the season, something like that. He's done really well this campaign. And well, for Everton, they've got Dwight McNeil, who is, I believe, has the 5th highest goal contributions in December. So he's killing it. Everton are in good form. Decore and Onana tearing up the midfield, and they look quite solid. They didn't look too bad against Manchester City. Could they take them to Wolves, or are Wolves in too good form?
I think Wolves out of them on, you should have enough to see off Everton. I mean, as you say, Hwang Hee-chan's in really good form. Mario Lemina's got 2 in 2. So, yeah, I was going to say, I will go 3-0 Wolves. Goal from Hwang, goal from Lemina to make it 3-3, and then a 3rd goal from Totti Gomez.
Fair enough. I'm going to back the road prediction. I'm going to go Wolves 2, Everton 2, and a point of each for these sides. I will say Everton will surprise Wolves early on, and it's going to be a goal from Amadou Onana. Then Wolves will hit back through Hee-chan Hwang, and then it will be... Who else for Wolves? I don't want to say Lemina because you've said Lemina, so I'll say Jean Requena-Bellegarde scored last time out, and we all love Jean Requena-Bellegarde. And then I think Everton late equaliser, and you can probably predict what I'm going to say. It's going to be James Tarkowski for a corner. Yeah. It always is. Inevitable. Wolves 2, Everton 2, and a big draw. Up next, then, the 5:30 kickoff, a blockbuster kickoff. We've got a former Champions League winning side against one of the worst teams in the Premier League right now. It's Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. So, obviously, Forest, the better team here, but the table doesn't really state that. They are at risk at the moment of dropping into the relegation zone, Nottingham Forest, obviously, with Luton Town right on their coattails and other teams in and around that conversation. As for Manchester United, they are terrible. Somehow, they have now beaten Aston Villa, though, so don't know how that happened. Other than that, they've had a fairly abysmal season. They drew with Liverpool as well, which is probably their highlight of the campaign. But I feel like they could lose this. The last game, if we think that's the reverse fixture, Forest scored 2 in the first 4 minutes. United then managed to recover to 3-2, and that was a huge moment for them because that was a no points turned to 3 points, which nobody expected to see when Forest scored 2 in the first 4 minutes. That was a game where Onana just sat down and let Forest score. But I don't know. I just feel like United aren't very good. What do you think?
It's laughable because United will go and beat Aston Villa, but we all know they're going to lose this. I'm going Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 1.
And we're going to knock them out of the cup next week.
I think Chris Wood will take the lead. We'll give Forest the lead.
Chris Wood's winning here, guys.
He is. United will then level up with Bruno from the spot, and in the last few minutes, it's that man again, Chris Wood, to make it like 7 goals in 3 games.
He's incredible.
He's going to score again.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for a Forest win, but I will back a Forest draw. I'm going to go Forest 1, Manchester United 1. I know Forest.
Who scored for Forest?
Chris Wood.
Yeah.
Whipped in by, I was trying to say Neco Williams, who doesn't even get a game at the minute because he's replaced by Ola Aina. So I'll say Ola Aina whips it in. Glancing header from Chris Wood. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be put in highlights reels for months. And then, you remember Morata's one against Man United where he made that run beyond the defender and just nodded it over.
Oh, elegance.
That's what Chris Wood's going to do. And then for Manchester United, it's going to be a dodgy pen. It's going to bounce up roll up someone's leg and hit their arm or something like that. And then the United will be given a penalty. And Bruno, I think, will hit the bar and it will fall back to him and he'll score. That's my prediction. It'll be a terrible pen. But Matt Turner will be scared by the noise of the ball hitting the bar and he'll shit himself. And then he'll...
Scared of noise.
Are you sure? Because I don't know what else makes him such a bad guy. He's not bad. He's just not great. Anyway, 1-0. Nottingham Forest, Manchester United. Up next, on to Sunday then. New Year's Eve in the first kickoff. The first of 2 o'clock kickoffs. It's Fulham versus Arsenal. I can't remember the first game of this. I think it was 3-0 Arsenal. Quite a comprehensive victory, if I remember correctly. How do you think it's going to pan out?
They lost, didn't they, actually? Didn't Willian score?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Either way, I think they'll probably win this one. Because Fulham were glorious for 2 games. Won 5-1 in each of them and just forgot to play football again. So that's good. I'll go 2-0 for the Gunners. I'll go 2-1 actually. I think Iwobi will open scoring.
Flip-flopping here.
Yeah, and then Arsenal get back in the game for a goal from Saka and a goal from Nketiah.
Yeah, I'm going to go Fulham 5. Fulham 0, Arsenal 2. And there'll be goals from Bukayo Saka, and because he always plays, even if he's broke both his legs. And then I will say Takahiro Tomiyasu, possibly from the bench, maybe from the starting, who knows. Up next, I've written Tottenham Fulham on the wall, but it's actually Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Should be an interesting game, this, because Dom Solanke is incredible, and Tottenham are in a real slump at the minute. They're still not going to have their key players back. So, can Bournemouth provide an upset? Spring an upset at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or will Son and co have enough to see them off?
I can't call this because I can't remember watching Tottenham play football for weeks. But they played Burnley, didn't they? No, they didn't. Who else did Tottenham play?
They've not played yet. No, they haven't played Boxing Day game yet.
Oh,
we're live for that. Thanks everyone that tuned in yesterday.
I just think it felt like I haven't watched Tottenham in ages. Bournemouth are just good at football now, aren't they? But I think they'll lose. I'll go Tottenham 2, Bournemouth 1. Tottenham open scoring through Son. Then Bournemouth will level it up through Solanke. And then it'll be a late winner from Richarlison. He'll take his shirt off, it'll be offside, and then Kulusevski will score a late winner, so it won't matter. Okay,
I love it, absolutely love it. I think Dom Solanke might be the best striker I've ever seen. I think he's going to score again here, because I'm going to go Tottenham 0, Bournemouth 2.
Wow.
Dom Solanke with a brace. I'm going to be crying because I still haven't put him in my field team. There we go.
Not.
That was like, it's incredible. No, 'cause I don't know. Is he going to go surprise against Tottenham? Who knows? But probably. Anyway, Happy New Year. It's the 1st of January now. Monday the 1st of January. Confetti cannons going off. Ooh, we can't actually be bothered taking those in, so there you go. Wow. And the game we are live for is Liverpool versus Newcastle. 8 o'clock kickoff. Join us from 7:45. I'm very excited for it. We are live for it, so we won't predict it here, but you can join us on stream for that big New Year celebration of Liverpool versus Newcastle. Should be a good game, right?
Yeah, should be a good game. I'm really looking forward to it. Newcastle are not playing very well at the moment. Liverpool are. So
Are they? They do with Man United.
But they have also...
That makes them shit. Up next. That means they're terrible. They did also draw with Arsenal, but let's forget about that. On to the Tuesday game, and the last game we're going to predict. It's West Ham versus Brighton. Two sides who were expected to do really well this season. Well, one more than the other. Brighton, I think, was expected more than the other. But West Ham have been incredible this campaign. Brighton, really struggling. So, well, yeah, can Ward-Prowse, Kudus and Paqueta fire West Ham to another victory? Will Brighton, with Purvis and Stupid potentially back, get back to their good performances?
Brighton, again, I haven't watched Brighton in ages, but Brighton a bit up and down at the moment, and West Ham, I don't know what's going on. David Moyes is absolutely flying and his team play with flair and style. It's incredible. I'll go West Ham 2, Brighton 0. At the Olympic ground,
London Stadium.
London Stadium. You know, absolute bubbles are blowing in the air, flying high. So are West Ham, and I reckon 1 goal from Paqueta and 1 goal from James Ward-Prowse.
Love it. I'm going to back a similar prediction. 3-0 West Ham. Mohamed Kudus to the brace. And then Nayef Aguad from a James Ward-Prowse corner. It's finally going to happen, everyone. And they are our predictions.
New Year, same predictions.
There we go. Nothing changes here on TFC. Anyway, welcome to 2024. If you're probably watching this on the 29th of January of December, so it doesn't matter. But there you go. Merry New Year and a happy Christmas. That is everything from us this year. We are back on Monday with a very, very good video. So look out for that. And stream. So look out for all of that on Monday. But that is everything from us. This last run predictions of 2023. Thank you very, very much for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.